me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the New Orleans Saints.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
He'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He's going to run again. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's third down.
To the 31, enough for the first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
31.
Play action. It's Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete.
Jackson.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Baltimore.
Now this one complete to Robert Foster. And he goes out of bounds, it looks like right at the 50. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. To throw again on second down. Jackson.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And the Raven first down.
Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews.
Jackson's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
To throw again is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their efficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on second down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Third and goal, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Once with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and then try to take it.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
Lamar Jackson sacked. A loss of a yard.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, and he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game. And certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Yeah, very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage. There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Open Manus Connect, the tight end.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Smith in on the
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints add on to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Matt Milano. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now a handoff here to his running back. Finding room at the 30. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 83 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 out the game. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
28-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Adam Troutman, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
He was covered by Patrick Queen.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Unfortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing that puts them in that position.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
18 on the play.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 20.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson flushed out right. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
To number 23. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd.
Jackson. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Going for the deep ball, and that will be incomplete. Almost scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. He's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. The 20, 10, and he's into the end zone. A fumble return, and a Saint touchdown.
Touchdown, Saints.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it second down.
A 7-yard.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That throw into the arms of Allen. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Keenan Allen. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Goodwin able to haul it in. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Marquise Goodwin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. A gutsy call, 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it. Because to me, it was stacked up for a run situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air. And what a result. Big-time play.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw a big chunk play right away. Shocker. Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 7 yards there and a first down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Made at the 38-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a toss left side for Dobbins.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
There defensively.
Oh, able to avoid it. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10.
On play action, they'll throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that cat?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw.
6-yard line.
It's going to be too high. Out of bounds throws it incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
It's out to the left and complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second-half blowout material.
They're going to look to throw.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Connect.
And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 4 yards. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Off the option, that's complete. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints just continue to roll. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Saints 42. Ravens.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
23. He's brought down at the 31. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters.
42.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now they try the right side here. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And it's intercepted. Ted Nicholson picks it, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
They'll start with the option.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
At the Ravens' 46-yard line.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Quickly completed to the right flat. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
49. Ravens 7.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
taken about 7 yards deep.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st down.
Jackson now, operating from the gun. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Jackson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got it with the 15. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon.
14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good for the Saints, 1st down.
7-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Saints, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.